So we made a video pretty recently about 7 new features coming to GoPro with the second firmware update, and that firmware update just came out and we just installed it on our Hero 9.
That's right, and it brings new features like we mentioned in that video. Now you can have them all, and it also goes with a release of a new remote control.
Yes, so the GoPro Smart Remote, a lot of you guys had questions about if the old existing GoPro remote was going to be compatible with the Hero 9. And unfortunately, that is not the case, but GoPro has released a brand new remote. It's $80, and it only works with the GoPro Hero 8, Hero 9, and the Hero Max. So unfortunately, if you have that old remote, you have to buy this new one, but this new one sounds like it's pretty cool. It is, it's really tough, so it's waterproof, and you can also wear it and be able to control your GoPro from afar.
So that's the thing, if you do wonder why would I need a remote for the GoPro, it's because a GoPro is an action camera and it's often mounted, whether on a helmet or on a vehicle, and at that point you have to disrupt your activity to turn it on and off.
Right.
And that's what you really don't want to do. The remote is in your hand, and what I'm seeing on the release pictures is that it even gives you feedback of whether your playback is going on, how much you've shot, the things that you would see on the screen of the GoPro. And that makes it so you don't have to disrupt your activity. And most importantly, if it bugs out, you would know.
I hope so. So we haven't actually tried the smart remote ourselves, but it does sound pretty cool, so we'll think about getting it. But in the meantime, if you guys get it and try it out, let us know how it works, but it should work with that Hero 9.
Yeah, and one big question I have is, if the GoPro is off, can the remote turn it on? When you put your GoPro on the outside of your vehicle, which is how you get the best footage of driving, then if it falls asleep or turns off and you can't turn it back on, then you have to get out of the car again. It's very annoying. So the main question I have is, can the remote turn on the GoPro?
So the next big update that we were really excited about, probably the most exciting update for us, is that if you have the GoPro Mic Adapter, which it's behind me, but I'll show it up here in a second. But if you have that existing GoPro Mic Adapter, you can finally use it with the GoPro Hero 9. Before this firmware update, you were not able to use it with the GoPro, which really sucks, honestly. But now you can use the mic adapter. This is what it sounds like with just the GoPro internal microphones without adding an external microphone. And that's to give you a baseline, because now I'm going to add this GoPro Mic Adapter along with the Deity D4 Duo and see what the difference is and see if this mic adapter is now compatible with the Hero 9 after the update. Alright, I went ahead and added that GoPro Mic Adapter and also the Deity D4 Duo. So this is what it sounds like. Hopefully the sound is working. I would say one big advantage to using the GoPro Media Mod is that you do get sound levels to verify that your microphone is connected. So far with this mic adapter, I'm not even really sure if it's working because there are no sound levels. So hopefully you are hearing a big difference.
That's right. So you may not have to buy the big media mod anymore, which is more expensive, and if you had the adapter, you can just use the adapter. While with the media mode, you have to buy a specific one for the 9. Therefore, it's a saving if you can use it. And you need a cage because it dangles out there. But other than that, it's good for current adapter owners.
Yeah, and so if you're not familiar, GoPro does not have a 3.5mm microphone jack in the camera, which is why you need either the mic adapter or the media mod to be able to add an external microphone to your GoPro.
In addition to those big features, the rest are smaller updates which still matter, and here's a list of them.
So one update is that if you connect your camera to the GoPro app, you can offload your content about 30% faster, which is really handy if you have that GoPro Plus subscription because it does include unlimited storage on the GoPro Cloud.
The next thing is that they are giving you a Slo-mo shortcut. And that is a very good thing because it's handy, and if you do action, you don't want to fiddle into the menus, right? You don't want to interrupt your mountain biking and start going 3 levels deep. You just want to flip and be like, I want this ride in slow-mo.
Next, the GPS is more accurate, which is good if you use GPS when you're shooting and you want to be able to record that data. The next thing is that Hypersmooth 3.0, which we think is the best form of in-body stabilization in any of the GoPros that we've seen so far, is now able to work in colder temperatures, which aligns really well with winter. So if you do snow sports, you can now be able to use that Hypersmooth 3.0 in colder snow environments.
The last big feature which they're bringing is that the max mode, which brings the widest picture possible on a GoPro, is now possible for live streaming, which then will give you all the other features like this Hypersmooth and the horizon leveling, and all that will now be available for you even when you're live streaming.
Yeah, and that's really cool because that max lens mod also gives you not only the widest GoPro picture, but also the most stable footage. So we do have the max lens mod. We haven't yet done the video, but that will be coming up soon when we review that lens. So these are all of the new features that just came out with this recent GoPro firmware update. It is available for free if you already own the GoPro Hero 9. All you have to do is connect it to the GoPro app, and then you should be able to download that firmware update. We just did it this morning, and it works seamlessly. So it's pretty easy to do, and it should bring some much needed new features, especially if you're holding out for anything like the GoPro Smart Remote compatibility or that GoPro Mic Adapter.
In the meantime, stay tuned. We're out in Arizona, and we're going to do a lot of filming with our GoPro and a bunch of tests, which are cool.
Yeah, so we'll be doing that review of the GoPro Max Lens mod. We also had the DJI Mini 2 that we'll be doing a lot of videos with, and some microphones for the GoPro, so stay tuned because a lot of new content will be coming out.